Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today I will give you an energy update for the month of June that is in front of us. And I want to talk about 4 different stages we'll go through in the month of June, and I want to give you 5 different energy themes to notice, because energies are very supportive right now, and many of you may be even feeling like you would be supported, like you would receive that hug from life. So many of you maybe or are starting to navigate your life into more healing right now, into what's healthier for you, into what is making you feel lighter and what is making you feel more connected. So these are the things that are very supported right now. And well, as I'm recording this early in the morning, I've been also making some plans for the month of June. I've also put on my plans, I've written down kind of the whole plan for kind of a slowing down of my nervous system. I've recognized, okay, I need to work more on relaxation. Like I will implement more breathing practices and more stretching and yoga, which is something that I've been skipping a little bit in the previous months. And that's just something that spontaneously I received right now. But what I see for many of you is that you're walking upward stairs towards the light. And this is more of a symbolic language, but it means we're not reaching for the light, we're becoming light. Your DNA is actually emanating light particles. More we're in positive emotions, more the spiral opens and it starts emanating more coherent light, which means that if someone would scan your body and you would be in more positive emotions and more peace, more gratitude, your aura field would be more beautiful and the frequency would be very coherent, like a beautiful melody. That's why we feel so better when we are in those kind of positive states. And right now many of us will just naturally feel like we want to navigate our lives into this kind of direction. So the first week of June will be a week where we'll be just maybe ditching some old things, old habits, old foods, anything that you've recognized that is pulling you back into fight or flight. When you get pulled into fight or flight, you get more stressed, and then out of stress you are making weaker choices, right? And because we are beings of choices, we are constantly making choices, it's actually us who are creating results in our lives. But as we begin to move into the month of June, you will notice that you just naturally feel pulled to create wiser choices in your life, to just create results that will bring you more peace, more harmony, more positive emotions, and also deeper connection with others. Because, well, if we get more in peace with ourselves, we can easily connect with others on a deeper level, right? The second week will be all about calibration or recalibration. You will start noticing the benefits of doing this work. You will start noticing how much better, but also a bit stranger, how much stranger it feels when you're ditching something that was pleasurable for you but not beneficial. You see, we often receive instant gratification for something that eventually brings us stress or fear or just some kind of a brain fog, or we just don't feel well. But when we do something that eventually makes us feel better, it's not instant, except when we do a good meditation, or when we do a breathing practice, or when we do some creative work that immediately puts us into the flow state. Then we are in instant gratification, but also we create long-term good results. So this is then win-win, right? And your body will always tell you when you're doing something that has this kind of a win-win result. So this will be the second week. You will start to see the benefit of this work, and at the same time you will be slowly detaching from old things you've been doing. Then the third week will become very interesting because you will start to experiencing some old pulls into the old life, and you will be kind of splitting and noticing, do you want to go to the old ways or do you want to persist with the new way? And the third week may be a bit challenging for you because you will need to really pay attention to the pulls that will be still pulling you into the old direction. And yes, staying true to yourself will be very important. And the fourth week will be, I see celebration right now because, well, I just feel that towards the end of June, many of you will start noticing some kind of incredible benefits. And what I'm seeing here is that when we are doing some kind of aligned work, we create momentum. And when momentum happens, miracles almost start flowing naturally. Miracle is not some kind of a mystical thing that happens, it's a product of alignment. And alignment in this case is more peace in your body, more happiness, more gratitude, more, celebration in your body, so your body can emanate more light. That's when you become more magnetic, and that's when good things start happening to you. So now I want to move to 5 energy themes that are very deeply connected to what I've been just talking to you. So the first one is unseen blessings. Many unexpected blessings will find you in the month of June. So here I want to say that, so many of you are doing so much of progress. And I think at this point you truly need to pay attention on how much you are noticing the progress. Like, can you measure how much progress you've done? So you notice that you've moved quite far on your journey. Maybe to be grateful for everything you've done, maybe to be proud of yourself, to, tap yourself onto your shoulders and say to yourself that you're putting your wisdom into work, and that's what you're supposed to do, right? So you're paving a new way and therefore creating a great example for all of us what it means to fully be human and to fully be soul, right? So you're not just, reacting out of your mental and emotional activity. You actually go beneath that and you find out what your soul is craving to do. And many of you have started doing more of what your soul was craving to do. And that started creating some kind of miracles in your life. As I said, unseen blessings, unexpected illumination that will create some kind of outbursts of joy, outbursts of happiness, and unexpected positive events may happen, which doesn't mean that negative events will not be happening, but you're not reacting to them so much anymore. When you see something negative, you're more objective about it now, and most probably many of you may resonate with this. Let me know if you resonate with this. I've noticed that in my life, like when certain negative things happen or something that maybe in the past I would not like to see, I'm just objective, I'm just observer here, like I'm not so, touched by it anymore. And that's how I see a progress in my life. Then the second thing is to pace yourself. This is the second energy theme, pace yourself. Maybe you're noticing you're moving too fast or missing the details, or you are stuck in stillness and missing the moment. So what this energy is encouraging you is alignment between action and timing. So many of you have been having this fear of missing out. Maybe you've been seeing someone else winning or experiencing something you wanted, and your mind still went into this kind of comparison with others, right? Oh, I'm here and that person is already there. Or you've been practicing stillness a lot, meditation and slowing yourself down. but your soul was actually craving also action and doing something, so you would create the wanting results that you deserve at this point. June will teach you how to balance action and stillness, how to create greater harmony between these two states, because we need to find kind of the middle way. So we become very aware when to stop and then also when to move. Sometimes we want to be still because we're avoiding what we know that we have to do. And sometimes we're doing way too much because we're avoiding facing with the fact that our timing is different than our ego wants it to be, right? And when we face with the truth, we always get revealed with a deeper answer. So this is something to pay attention to in June, because yes, you're just learning to create greater balance. At the beginning I mentioned that kind of a vision, stepping towards the light. Now when I'm talking about it, it's truly not going somewhere higher. It's actually just feeling lighter. Feeling lighter is a byproduct of removing weights from our lives. Maybe some of you are literally removing weights, like maybe losing some fat by changing your habit, changing your routines, changing your diet. But truly, I've noticed in my life the real weight or the real weights that we are carrying are our burdens, our lack of forgiveness, and being too hard with ourselves sometimes when we are maybe not seeing what we would love to see. And when we start letting go of these things, we naturally start to feel lighter, more in tune with ourselves. And yeah, that's when we just naturally start to feel more positive without, faking it. We just become more of it. And that's where we become more light. And yes, that's when we become truly magnetic for this stuff that's really aligned with our frequency. So everything that finds us, we need to understand that it found us because it was aligned with our energy. And if you don't like it, still accept it and ask yourself what you need to let go of, but also what you need to embody more of at this point. So I've talked about pacing yourself. Very important to find your pace. And you will truly need to listen to yourself. And yeah, you will hear the voice. You will hear the guidance. What is your pace? Just pay attention to what feels like your pace. Like how much movement you need and also how much rest you need. Maybe embody some practices like breathing, like I said at the beginning, to understand even more. Like when I'm doing, I would say 10 minutes of breathing practice, I'm doing it in a way that I'm doing, 6 seconds inhale, 6 seconds rest, 6 seconds exhale, and 6 seconds rest. And I'm doing it usually for 10 to 15 minutes. And somewhere in the middle of this process, my body just calms down and I immediately get in touch with my own pace. My creativity opens up, ideas start flowing back in, but in a very coherent way. So it's not chaotic, it's very intuitive. Just one reminder if you need some clarity around that. Then the third theme for the month of June is to capture the moment. Capture the moment. Be present, not perfect. Be raw, be real. Take mental snapshots of small joys, like, I don't know, sunsets, laughters. Like, I'm just traveling right now and I had so many of these kind of beautiful moments where I was watching, these ships and the sunset, and sometimes just yesterday I've been in a city and I've been just observing how people are passing by like a river, and it was a beautiful moment to me. So capture these kind of moments and just feel them. Just feel them, because you will notice how many times in the past these kind of beautiful moments just pass by and you never notice them. It's also a sign that you're becoming more grounded, more in tune with life. And actually those are the moments when we experience some kind of synchronicities and guidance and deeper wisdom that introduces us to more of this kind of events. So those are like, welcoming moments to something new. And when we start noticing them, we'll start seeing more of them. So I said capture the moment. Well, it will help you to slow down, and it will help you to notice what truly matters. So you start organizing your life from this state where you know what you want to see more of. And that is to me very important, because so many times maybe you've been making choices just for others, or you've been caring just for others, or you've been doing something to please others, or to experience some kind of validation from others. Now you're capturing this kind of moments like, oh, I truly love that, and I really like that, and I want to see more of that. So how can I manage my life to experience more of this kind of moments? That's what June will be all about. And then the fourth theme is to notice what you're not seeing. So there will be some kind of awareness around the absence, like what is missing or what you're not seeing. So what the June will highlight is what's missing more than what's present. But it's not a bad thing. It creates a space to appreciate more of what you actually have. So instead of lack, see it as clarity. Empty space gives us an opportunity to appreciate what is present in the space, right? So what this gives me is kind of a healing of this wound of lack. So many of you in the month of June will be doing healing in the area of, lacking. The energy of lacking is slowly leaving your body, but it happens through your conscious work, right? By acknowledging, okay, the energy of lack is again playing tricks on me. It's again manipulating my mind to see what is missing and to complain about it. But when you objectively look at it, you notice, okay, yes, because maybe as a little kid I've been lacking that, or I've been told that I will never have it, or I can't afford it, or whatever. You still hold this energy inside of you. Well, in the month of June, you will start noticing when the energy of lack starts kind of manipulating you, or just using your mind to see what is missing, and you will catch yourself and you will say, oh no, actually there are so many things that are present and I see them, I appreciate them, and you will refocus. Because the thing is, you don't experience life, you experience only the things you truly focus on. And if the energy of lack makes you focus on the things that are missing, then it's hard to appreciate what is present, right? But when you start seeing more of what is present, you notice you are already quite blessed. You have many things to celebrate, to be happy for. Maybe you have great people around you. Maybe you have a loving pet. Maybe you're living at a beautiful place. Or maybe not, but you have a sunshine. Or maybe you had a food on your plate, a roof over your head, or maybe you have a healthy body, or maybe you have legs that you can walk. Start there, and then start managing this kind of state, the way that you start creating more of what you would like to create for your life. Like, we can turn our lives completely around if we focus more on that vision of our future. What will make us feel lighter? What will make us feel stronger, more capable, more passionate, more purposeful? How to attract more passion into our lives, right? How to attract more passion. And when we start doing more of these kind of things, well, we can expect things to shift, because we turn ourselves towards the energies we want to experience more of, and therefore we kind of move away from the energies that we don't want to experience anymore. So what happens? We stop feeding them. When we stop feeding them, they slowly start disappearing. This is powerful. It's not bypassing, it's not ignoring it, it's just understanding, like coming to a conclusion. I don't need you anymore. Thank you for all the lessons, but I don't need that anymore. We're willing to face with them through some kind of compassion, like knowing, well, thank you. A life of lack taught me that that I can still appreciate what I have, so therefore I don't need to fight with it anymore. And I think many of you have come to the point where you can now, with a greater sense of peace, say something like that. You don't need to be perfect in it, but see if you have done some progress in this area, because month of June will be focused a lot on healing this energy of lack. And then the fifth one is focus and refocus. So it's kind of maybe cleansing of the lens of the vision for life. So maybe your vision for life was a bit cluttered with maybe ideas of society or what you thought that you would like, but then you've noticed, no, I actually like something else. Or you've been maybe more present with yourself and you've recognized, oh, instead of this kind of life, I actually just want more peace. I want, I don't know, to travel more, whatever it is. You will start to see that your lens through which you see the world is cleansing. And therefore your vision for your life is becoming more clear. Your goals are changing, your values are changing. It's also a byproduct of spiritual awakening that many of you have been through, which also sometimes causes people to lose motivation and drive, because, you know, in the past we've been driven by what the system taught us to appreciate and to follow and to strive towards. But then we wake up and we recognize, well, most of these things don't make sense. And we lose drive, we lose motivation until we wake up to our true vision, like why we've been born at the first place, what we want to do, where we want to go, where we feel pulled. And we kind of become aware of this energy of pull, right? Something we know is push, we push ourselves, but then there's also pull, where we feel pulled towards something. And in the month of June, you will also feel a lot of this pull that is actually pulling you towards somewhere where you will experience more of this pleasant energy and drive and passion and inspiration. So what I also wrote, not everything will make sense right now. Two truths may exist at once: joy and grief, fear and excitement. And the month of June invites you to integrate layered emotions and allow dualities to coexist without needing resolution. So this was very powerful, and yeah, I wanted to mention this especially now at the end of this video. So you may notice that still two different truths may exist in your life. So you have reasons to be joyful, and then you have so many reasons to feel grief. Or a half of a day you spend in grief, and then suddenly there's joy, outbursts of happiness and reasons to be happy. So the point is that you don't just focus on one, you find balance, you coexist with both, because that's when healing truly happens. You can't, escape from something that you're still processing, and you will be processing. So before, I've been talking so much about turning towards what you want to experience more of, but at the same time you will notice you're still experiencing something from the past, and instead of running away from it or not wanting to experience it, face it and live with it. Because eventually it will leave you, because you will not need that energy anymore. But if you are trying to run away from it or maybe escape it, it will be chasing you, right? When we try to escape our sadness, it is chasing us. But when we face with it, when we notice, oh, why am I sad? Okay, yes, that made me feel sad. And we process it and so on, eventually it disappears. And then we just don't find reasons to be sad anymore. It's a very slow process, but in the June you will maybe find these moments when you will be experiencing two opposite states frequently, until again the one that is outdated will be released through you, slowly but gradually. So be patient with yourself, my friend. Be also compassionate towards yourself. Be kind towards yourself. and know that you're very supported at this point, that all the forces of life are supporting you, and you already feel what is that path that is the most aligned with you. So stay true to it, stay true to yourself, and I'm sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, lots of power. I hope you found a great value in today's message, and write in the comment section what resonated with you the most. Also, big thanks to everyone for choosing to support my art. I'm also a painter, and you will find my art on AttractPassion.com, where you will find all of my paintings. You will find prints of my paintings that, if some of it may resonate with you, it has something to give you. So go and check it out, and also join us on our Patreon community for more exclusive content. The link is also in the description of this video, and till next time, one love.